Hello friends, this is Rajul Suthar, Assistant Professor of Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology, Bhat Gandhinagar. Welcome to the video tutorials of Object Oriented Programming Java with the subject code 3140705. In the third unit of Object Oriented Java, previously we have discussed method. So, name of the method, why we require the method, calling by using call by reference as well as call by value, how can we pass the parameter, already discussed. Let me discuss in this session method overloading in Java. So what do you mean by method overloading? If a class has multiple methods having the same name but different in parameter, it is known as method overloading. What is the advantage of method overloading? Method overloading increase the readability of program. Different way to overload the method. There are two ways to overload the method in Java. First one, by changing the name of arguments as well as by changing the data types. We can first by changing the number in the argument. We are changing the number of argument as well as by changing the data types. So this is the two way to overload the method in Java. So let me discuss by changing the number of arguments. How can we change the number of argument? Let me discuss with one class, that is the adder class. Adder class means addition. So we required first static method is integer add. We all familiar. Here the static is access specified. Second, return type is integer and name of the method is add. First parameter is integer a, second parameter is integer b. So it return the addition of two numbers. By changing the number of argument, we are change the number of argument. So static integer add integer a, integer b and integer c. Argument, by changing the number of argument, this argument it is called the parameter list. We change, so it return the a, b and c, addition of a, b and c. Here one class also required test overloading. So this class is use overload method. Public static void main string argument as we required in main method. System.out.println adder dot add whatever the number. Here you can use any number, you can use like 11 instead of 11 you can use 3 plus 5 or any integer number, because we are declared the addition or variables in integer. System.out.println adder plus add 3 argument, that is the 11 integer a, integer b and integer c. First value is 11, second is 11 and third 11. So whenever we run the program, this is the output of this program. Like first system.out.println execute 11 plus 11, that is a 20. And second system.out.println it reflect the output like 11 plus 11 plus 11, that is a 33. By changing the data type. Second method is by changing the data type. So in this program the class header is same. Class is adder, static integer add integer a comma integer b and return the a plus b. Static double, here the data type is change. Here data type is change. Instead of integer we are using the double. So static double add double a double b, it return the addition same. In this class, main class, we required name of the class is test overloading 2. Public static void main string argument as I require the system.out.println to print the value of two numbers addition. Adder.add is our function. System.out.println adder.add, we are using the double value here. So keep in mind value must be in double format, so 12.3 or 12.6. Instead of this value you can use any value. So what is your output? Simple, by using the system.out.println, first is 11 plus 11, that reflect 20, 22, and second printf system.out.println statement that reflect the 12.3 plus 12.6, that is the 24.9 is your output. Abstract class in Java. What do you mean by abstract class? A class which is declared with the abstract keyword. Keep in mind this abstract keyword, whenever we use it called abstract class, but abstract keyword is known as an abstract class. In Java it can have the abstract and non-abstract method. Two methods here used. First one is an abstract method and second one is a non-abstract method. Way to achieve the abstraction. There are two ways to achieve the abstraction in Java. Abstract class 0 to 100%, that is called the abstract class, and interface, that is 100%. So we can achieve the abstraction in Java by two ways. First one is an abstract class and second is interface. Abstract class in Java, a class which is declared as abstract is known as abstract class. It can have the abstract and non-abstract method, we all familiar. It need to be extended and its method implement, it cannot be instantiated. So what is the rule of abstract class? Keep this rule in mind. Like first one is a abstract class must be declared with an abstract keyword. You have to write abstract keyword. Second, it can have the abstract and non-abstract method. Third, it cannot be instantiated. Fourth one, it can have the constructor. What do you mean by constructor? Constructor is the same name as a class name. So it can have the constructor and static method. What is the static method? The content of the method can't change, it's called static method. And last rules that cover for the abstract class is it can have final methods which will force the subclass not to change the body of the method. So what is the meaning of this last statement? It can have the final method. If you declare the method name as final, this final keyword, so you can't change the body of the method in the subclass. So remember this final method, if you reflect this method is final, so it forces the subclass not to change the body of method. Here let me discuss with one example of abstract class that has an abstract method. Abstract class, name of the class is bike, name of method is abstract void run. Here class Honda 4 is one class that extend the bike class. So bike class is one main class and we are using the Honda 4 is subclass. So Honda 4 extend bike. We require the method name is void run. So system.out.println running safely is one simple message that will be displayed on user screen. Public static void main string argument s. Here object of bike is created. So instance of a object is created by bike object is equal to new Honda 4 object dot run. This method is called object dot run. So whatever you written in system.out.println will be displayed. System.out.println written the running safely means this will be execute while run method is called. Again one example, like for bank, abstract class bank, abstract integer get rate of interest. Rate of interest is one method. Class SBI that extend the bank. SBI is a sub category of main class bank. So integer get rate of interest, return 7. Class PNB that extend main class is bank, so another PNB bank is also extend the bank. Integer get rate of interest, it return the 8. Let we create one main class, that is a test bank. So you must save this class, this program by testbank.java and compile the program by testbank.java. Whenever we use the compile, Java C keyword will be used. Public static void main string argument as here bank is B, one object is created for bank. So B is equal to new SBI system.out.println rate of interest is this plus sign append the rate of interest. So bank B is one object, so here I write the B dot get rate of interest plus in the form of percentage. We all familiar the rate of interest reflect in percentage sign. B is equal to new PNB in again method system.out.println we display the rate of interest for PNB bank. So in the second statement Punjab National Bank rate of interest will be displayed. So what is the output? First is 7, that is the rate of interest of SBI. Here you can write SBI as well as PNB. Rate of interest of SBI is 7% and rate of interest of PNB is 8%. What do you mean by interface? So interface is an interface in Java is a blueprint of class. It has a static, constant and abstract method. The interface in Java is a mechanism to achieve the abstraction. There can be only abstract method in Java interface, not method body. It is used to achieve the abstraction and multiple inheritance in Java. We all familiar with the types of Java, that is one types of inheritance. One of the most important is multiple inheritance. In the other word, you can say that interface can have abstract method and variables. It cannot have a method body. Java interface also represent is a relationship. Always it use the is a relationship. It can't be instantiated just like an abstract class. Why use the Java interface? There are mainly 3 reasons to use the Java interface. Like it used to achieve the abstraction. First one is used to achieve the abstraction. Second, by interface we can support the functionality of multiple inheritance. And third, it can be used to achieve the loose coupling. Loose coupling means share to local data. How to declare the interface? An interface is declared by using the interface keyword. It provides the total abstraction, means all the methods in interface are declared with empty body and all the fields are public. Static and final by default, this is the access specified. A class that implements an interface must be implement all the methods declared in the interface. Here the syntax, interface, name of the interface is used, declare constant field, declare methods that abstract and by default. Java interface example, interface printable void print method, class is used A6 that implement printable, public void print system.out.println we are using the hello method, hello message, public static void main string argument as A6 object is equal to new A6 object dot print. Try this example by using Java. So here the message is display hello. Java array we will discuss in next lecture. Thank you for attending the session.